Welcome back, everyone. It's been far too long since I took time to record or edit anything. I do have a backlog of stuff that I need to edit and get up, but these just came in, so these need to go out first before they're late, too. This is the Cleer ARC II Sport, which, based on what I've seen, I haven't opened these yet, should fix most of my issues with the original Cleer ARC. The price is a little higher at launch. These were $149.99 at launch. These are being launched at $189.99. Overall, that's not a huge price change based on the features that I've seen listed so far, but it is more. I'm not going to pretend it's not. Overall, same style thing, over-ear design. Quick Look says we've got an app on Google Play that's going to be the same app as before. IPX5 water resistant, sweat-proof, don't wear them in the shower, should be fine running around. Qualcomm aptX and aptX adaptive, AAC. Biggest chain listed on the package. It lists 8 plus 27 hours on the package, which I'm very happy to see listed that way. A lot of companies will just list some astronomically high battery life without telling you that it's 8 hours in the buds themselves plus 27 hours worth of battery in the bank, which is actually one thing that these kind of missed out on, is they've got this giant charging case. There's no battery in it, so it's just a charging case. Other than that, nice holographic logo. In fact, let's go ahead and get that under the Okio cam here. So we've got, the nice designed in California, Cleer audio, Snapdragon sound logos all on the front. On the back, we've got pretty typical markings. I mentioned the IPX5. I don't know what head gesture controls are. I'm either going to love that or hate it. I could imagine that, especially if there's not a way to override those by tapping the side of the earbud, having it, oh man, this looks terrible. Having it like change tracks while you're bobbing along, running around, probably not ideal. So just because I noticed that looked pretty terrible. I like the holographic logo. That's pretty fantastic. Definitely eye-catching. Nice packaging. Let's get it out of the shrink wrap. All right, so pretty straightforward. We got cling film. Little tab on the top there. Shouldn't be a big. Oh, that's nice. In fact, let's get a close-up on that. The inner cardboard liner has this little tab that you just grab and pull. You're not sitting there fighting with anything. It just slides out. And then we have some nice cardboard. And we unfold. And if that is what I think it is, that's one of my biggest complaints with the previous case. Not super fond of the exact cable they included, but this is what, like a 5 or 6 inch A to C cable for charging, which means that this no longer has, let's put that next to the old case, this wraparound integrated cable, which obviously has the advantage of always being here, but has the disadvantage of, if I break this by doing something like leaving it like that and then zipping this shut, bending, twisting, gets pulled on, my charging case is shot. Okay, so let's do a side by side. And are these the same size? Those look, no way. Not quite. They moved the charging contacts. I was kind of hoping that the cases would be interchangeable, which would mean that you could get some of the advantages of the new case without buying and keep your old earbuds if they offered the case on its own. So this is the actual earbud. Charging contacts are there. We have, feels like might be aluminum there. I can see a vent there. Nice and springy, which the old one was not as springy. You can see that the material is much stiffer here compared to the new one. Feels to be using some sort of silicone there. This is a weird place to include single-use plastic, although I imagine that this is to stop it from damaging any of the batteries by sitting there and discharging itself into the earbuds or anything weird. All right. What is that? There's some sort of sensor right below where, yeah, it's not an LED. There's some sort of sensor right below where the earbud goes. No, it's not a sensor. It is an LED. That is a pretty slick looking glow. And it looks like it doesn't stay on forever. So, manuals, let's see. Remove the earbuds. Fitting, power on and off, uses the same Cleer Plus app, does pretty typical Bluetooth pairing. So this has the same tap control scheme that the other earbuds did. So volume up, volume down is double tap, hold on the second tap. Playback and call, single taps, pause, double tap is next track or previous track. Oh no, they changed it. Okay, it used to be next track on the right, previous track on the left. Now it's next track or call, pickup, etc. on either one. Triple tap to go previous, tap and hold to summon your voice assistant, and it says you can customize the touch on the Cleer Plus app. So you can probably change it to work based on that. And this is exactly what I wanted to see. Head motion, music call. This function is deactivated by default, activated in the app. As much as I love neat control schemes, looking at this, nod, shake head, will like hang up and reject call. I can just see if you're bobbing around, shaking your head like this and you haven't activated intentionally, and it's sitting there, someone's trying to call you and you can't pick up for the life of you, or it's hanging up every time you keep jogging. That would be beyond infuriating. So with that out of the way, let's go ahead and get back to our focus view here. I want to see the charging port is right there on the back. Yeah, that's it. It's got a little more mass to it because it is integrating a battery, but I'm going to throw this on the scale when I get home. This doesn't feel all that much heavier, and I very much more than the zipper like this magnetic closure. I don't know if you can hear that on the camera. Yeah, you can hear that. Much nicer than having to sit here and zip all the way around with this two-handed motion just due to the shape of the enclosure. If you want to charge it, if you want to get your earbuds out, if you want to put your earbuds away. Because with that integrated cable, I never felt comfortable leaving this open in my bag because I didn't want this to get caught on anything. So I always kept this fully zipped. I do appreciate that the new enclosure is a little smaller. I'm a little bummed that the new earbuds and the old earbuds don't use the same exact charging contacts. The physical design on these hasn't changed enough to really necessitate that change. although the battery itself may have. If the battery got bigger, there might not be anywhere to put those contacts. Or maybe because this is flexible, they had to move them, but that doesn't make a ton of sense. Any other real surprises here? AptX, 20 to 20,000 USB-C to charging, 5 volt 2 amp. Okay, that's nice. 5 volt 2 amp instead of 5 volt 1 amp. 10 minutes will give 1 hour playtime, less than 2 hours for a full charge when charging via the USB-C cable provided. I'm going to be honest, this cable I'm probably never going to use. And it's just because I've got enough longer, better, nicer USB-C cables kicking around. I appreciate them including one for people who don't, but I also wouldn't be too grumpy if they didn't. I mean, it's a 99-cent. Yeah, I'd be grumpy if they didn't. Bluetooth 5.3, A2DP 1.3.2, AVRCP 162, HFP 1.8 for the support. The weight's listed at 14 grams per earbud and 130 grams both earbud and case. I wonder, without me bothering to go weigh it, if they list in the manual for the weight, 14.5 grams per earbud, 96.5 grams for both earbuds and case. So that means that this is a massive, what, like 30 grams more? Yeah, we're going to call that 35 grams. Okay, so let's listen to something real quick. And let's see, I believe it said looking for device, so I should see it looking for pairing already. There's my Cleer ARC II. Not the quickest pairing experience I've had, but that also could be this phone since it's currently paired to, well, these and the Enduros. All right. Ding, ding. Just as before, these aren't getting in my way of hearing anything around me. I know some of it's probably coming through is that there's general office noise around the studio. And that is the one glaring, that sounds pretty good so far. That's the one glaring downside between these and over-ear and even traditional earbuds is that because these are open ear, you can hear everything, and the only thing really providing any buffer between you and noise next to you is literally how loud you have them cranked up. Which, how loud do these get? Okay, those get uncomfortably loud, which I'm sure for some people will be great. Yeah, I'm going to put them through their paces, see how accurate this 8-hour battery really is, poke around. I'm going to try that head gesture stuff, but I can just see looking at it that that's probably going to be less convenient to me than just tapping the buttons. I mean, read through it real quick. Nod twice, pick up, shake head, hang up, reject. Turn left, music previous jack. Turn right, music next track. I mean, my first thought is that that's either going to happen way too often accidentally if you just turn to look at something, or it's going to require such an exaggerated gesture you're going to hurt your neck if you use it constantly. But I'm also an old fuddy-duddy that likes, physical buttons still. So maybe I'm just not up to the newfangled way of doing things. I do want to cut in before I do my outro bit. I've been listening to YYZ while I was doing my last little spiel and talking about stuff. They sound great, but I've only listened to one track so far. So I am going to put these through their paces and see how they go. Just out of the gate, The ARC IIs do sound better than the original ARC. I'm not sure the battery, the improved case. If they were both at their full intro price, I'd say that they're the $40 better. With the original ARCs being listed at $107 right now, which is a lot more palatable, I'm not sure I'd spend another $80 to go from one to the other. So, just some food for thought while I play with these for the next few weeks and get a real feel for the differences and where they are in the market. I need to look up some other earbud pricing to get a real handle on that. Anyway, as always, we'd like to thank Electrix for providing our musical themes. I'd like to thank anyone who helps support Pocketables, either by following us on YouTube or supporting us on Patreon. It's support like that that helps make videos like this possible. And finally, thank you for watching.